And the bridge had this hole or collapse yesterday, we took immediate action. And we had to do that knowing what options were available and using the safest routes as the DPM just indicated. So once we had the closure of this area, Melvin Hill, our affected services would have been the Chalky Monk service and the Shorey Village service, which we had rerouted into this area based on the Baxter's closure. So with that additional traffic and not wanting to put out persons who were on the road already who would not have known that we had this breakdown in the area, we continued the route past Toss Corner, into Chamber Razor, across Coffee Gully, and reconnecting to Horse Hill. We came down Horse Hill, we went across Cattle Wash, onto East Coast Road, and then we would rejoin our route from Belle Plaine, coming through the area of Dark Hole. And once we did that, we ensured that all of the residents in the lower parts and upper parts areas still got service well before having to walk. We were able to still connect the persons in the Coconut Grove area. They did not have to walk and go into Cambridge and Bissix and Chalky Monk. So what we did with both of those routes is really just sourced them and directed them down Horse Hill, along the East Coast for ease of reference for persons, and then through the Dark Hole area. Now, is it longer? Yes. But when we look at it, and you've heard from all the principals here, that we acknowledge that there are limited options in the Scotland District area. And soon there will be improvements when the work is done. So Transport Board took that decision, which may seem a little bit longer, to go along those areas so persons did not have to try to walk across this bridge last night. They did not have to try to traverse in the darkness of the night and figure out how I'm going to get home and who's going to meet me at that other end. We took the decision to go that longer route to make sure everybody could still get to their doorstep and be safe. As articulated just now, there are some other options that can be looked at, and we appreciate that the ministry has taken it on board to favorably consider it, so that we can, as partners, look to see what else we can do as far as improving the service in this area, maintaining it for persons as we head into the school area. We are cognizant of that, but also to look at the timing so that we can cut. If there's any area or any opportunity to cut or shave some time off, we would do that. But as a team or a company, we have to make sure that whatever we put out there is sustainable. So we're dealing with that and working with our partners to make sure that we can have those changes made. So currently, just so everybody is aware, we're still maintaining connectivity directly from Bridgetown into the Chalky Monk area for those persons that live in Chalky Monk, because this is their main artery. And at the moment, the Shorey Village bus, which also traveled along this road, we have routed it into the East Coast Road and along to Lakes. Now, we did not see the need to send the Shorey bus up into this area, which would be Dark Hole and Cambridge, since this bridge is out. So what we've done is we've let that bus go through. It will go through Lakes, it will go on the opposite end of the Baxter's Bridge and turn, and then it would return to Belle Plaine, come back across East Coast, come up Cattle Wash, and then resume the route. So even with what we've done so far, we've tried to take off some of the stress and not have both buses traveling within this area to add to that extended time to people. So we're really trying to look at it to improve the journey times, and we'll work with the ministry to make sure we come up with the optimal solution that can be sustained.